Hey everyone, welcome back to the English Everyday Podcast, where we make learning English easy, fun, and way more natural. I'm Dave, your host.
And I'm Sophia, your friendly co-host. We are so happy to have you with us today.
Let me ask you something. Do you ever wake up and tell yourself, today is going to be productive, but then the day flies by and you have done absolutely nothing?
Oh, Dave, you just described me last weekend. I had a list of things to do, but somehow I ended up watching cooking videos on YouTube and TikTok for hours.
Exactly. It happens to all of us. One moment you feel motivated, and the next, distractions take over. By the end of the day, you feel frustrated because you haven't done what you planned.
Yes, but don't worry. In today's episode, we will help you break that cycle. We are going to talk about why we feel lazy, how to stop procrastinating, and simple steps to make the most of your time.
And of course, we will also give you practical ways to practice your English while staying productive. Learning English doesn't have to feel boring or like a chore.
Plus, we have a free PDF for you. It includes the key vocabulary, phrases, and tips we will talk about today. You can download it from the link in the description.
And also, Marco, our vocabulary expert, will join us later to explain some useful English words and phrases.
Hi everyone! I will make learning vocabulary simple and fun for you, so stay tuned for my segments.
All right, let's dive in. Let's kick things up with a question. So, why do you think people feel lazy, Dave?
Good question, Sophia. One major reason is feeling overwhelmed. When we have too many things to do, it feels impossible to even begin.
Oh, definitely. It is like standing at the bottom of a mountain and thinking, how can I ever climb all the way up? You feel so stressed that you don't even try.
Exactly. And another reason is physical tiredness. If you don't get enough sleep, eat properly, or stay hydrated, your body simply doesn't have the energy to focus.
True. I remember a day when I skipped breakfast and stayed up late the night before. I felt so sluggish that all I wanted to do was lie on the couch.
Yes, tiredness affects not only our bodies, but also our minds. And speaking of minds, boredom is another big reason for laziness. If something feels dull, it is hard to stay motivated.
Oh, I can relate. When I have to organize my closet, I feel like, ugh, this is so boring. So I end up avoiding it.
And then there are distractions. Social media, TV, and games are so entertaining that they often pull us away from what really matters.
Have you ever told yourself, I will just scroll through Instagram for 5 minutes, but then an hour passes by?
Oh yes, all the time. Distractions are powerful, but the good news is we can overcome these habits with some simple strategies.
Before we jump into solutions, let's hear from Marco. He is here to explain some of the key words we have mentioned so far.
Thanks, Sophia, and hi listeners! Let's learn some useful vocabulary we've used so far. Overwhelmed. Feeling like you have too much to handle. For example, I feel overwhelmed when my schedule is too busy. Sluggish. Moving or working slowly because of tiredness. For example, I feel sluggish after eating too much junk food. Distractions. Things that pull your attention away from your task. For example, my phone is a big distraction when I try to study. Try using these words in your conversations this week. They are common and very helpful. I will be back later with more vocabulary. Back to you, Dave and Sophia.
Thanks, Marco. All right, Dave, let's talk about how to overcome laziness.
Definitely. One of my favorite tips is to start small. If you have a messy room, don't think about cleaning the whole thing. Just start with one corner or one shelf.
That is such a great idea. Once you finish one small task, it gives you the motivation to keep going. It's like a snowball effect.
Exactly. Another tip is to set specific goals. Instead of saying, I need to study, Say, I will learn 5 new English words today.
Yes, clear goals are more motivating than vague ones, and I always remind myself of my why. For example, I learn English because I want to communicate better and travel confidently.
That is powerful. When you focus on the bigger picture, it gives you the drive to start. And speaking of starting, have you tried the Pomodoro Technique?
Yes, definitely. It is so helpful. You work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. It makes even big tasks feel manageable.
Absolutely. And don't forget to reward yourself after completing a task. A small treat or break can make hard work feel more enjoyable.
Yes, always. My reward is usually a nice cup of coffee or a short walk.
Oh, that sounds great, Sophia. Another important tip is to eliminate distractions. Turn off notifications or put your phone in another room while you work.
Well, you know what? I even delete social media apps for a day or two when I really need to focus, and it works wonders.
Wow, that is dedication. Finally, plan your day the night before. When you wake up, you will already know what to focus on, which saves a lot of time and energy.
Yes, that'd be super helpful.
All right, listeners, it's time for Marco to come back with more vocabulary for us. Take it away, Marco.
Thanks, Dave. Here are some additional words to practice. Procrastination. Delaying something important. For example, I procrastinate by watching TV instead of doing my homework. Motivation. The reason why you want to do something. For example, my motivation for studying is to pass my exams. Reward. Something you give yourself for completing a task. For example, I reward myself with chocolate after finishing my assignments. These words will help you express yourself better. Challenge yourself to use at least 2 of these words today. Back to you, Dave and Sophia.
Thanks, Marco. Your tips always make learning fun.
All right, now let's talk about why it is important to stop being lazy. When you take action, you feel proud of yourself. Even small achievements can boost your confidence.
Yes, and when you use your time wisely, you actually have more time to relax or do fun activities later.
That's right. The time you spend today creates a better future. For example, if you study English for 20 minutes a day, imagine how much you will improve in 1 year.
Exactly. It's all about consistency. Small steps lead to big results over time.
So don't wait for the perfect moment. Start small, start now, and keep moving forward. All right, everyone, let's summarize today's episode.
We talked about why people feel lazy, like being overwhelmed, tired, or distracted.
We shared tips to overcome laziness, such as starting small, setting goals, and using the Pomodoro Technique.
And Marco taught us vocabulary like procrastination, motivation, and reward.
Remember, progress is progress, no matter how small. Keep practicing and applying what you learned today.
And don't forget to download the free PDF. It's packed with vocabulary, examples, and tips to help you practice.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe. By sharing, you can help others improve their English and stay motivated too.
And leave us a comment or a review. We love hearing from you. Tell us which tip or vocabulary word you found most helpful, or share your own strategy for staying productive.
Also, let us know if you have any questions or topics you want us to cover in future episodes. We are here to help you on your English learning journey.
And remember, you are not alone. Everyone struggles with laziness or distractions sometimes. The important thing is to keep moving forward, one step at a time.
Yes, that's absolutely true. Take action today, no matter how small, and you will be one step closer to achieving your goals.
Thanks so much for listening to the English Everyday Podcast. We will be back soon with more tips, fun conversations, and ways to make learning English easy and enjoyable.
Until next time, take care, stay productive, and keep practicing your English. See you in the next episode, everyone.
Bye for now, and do not forget, you can do anything you set your mind to.